Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're back from Tampa Bay Comic-Con with another SYFY Friday review on Sunday. This video is a couple days later because we were at Tampa Bay Comic-Con and the Wi-Fi at the hotel absolutely sucked. I couldn't even watch a video, let alone upload one, so we decided to save these videos for today. Alright, so in this video we're reviewing Dark Matter Season 2, Episode 6, titled We Should Have Seen This Coming. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, skip this video and come back later, because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. Okay, I absolutely love this episode because we got Nexus Backstory. It's something we've been waiting for since the season premiere, and it did not disappoint at all.
So we've known for a while that something was up with her, but we didn't know what, and we were kind of throwing around some ideas, and of course we were way off.
Super way off.
Super way off. Instead, she's like part of this group that had like a collective conscious, and it's just, oh my god, the story was incredible.
It's like a group of seers, basically. Actually, it reminded me a lot of Minority Report, where they can see glimpses of the future and they can each see some of it. And Milo, Nix's brother, who we meet in this episode, is, I guess, the most powerful out of this collective. And he's been influencing and misdirecting the seers in order, I guess, to help Nix stay away or keep her safe, or keep the galaxy safe, because some serious shit's about to go down in the Dark Matter universe. And I absolutely love Nexus Backstory because it wasn't what we thought it was going to be. We thought she was going to be connected to two somehow, be a genetically modified human or a genetically engineered android or something, but no, she's basically this clairvoyant.
Yeah,
it was
she's
really
like
cool.
A next step evolution of humanity. It's something like all of humanity is going there, and just her people are further along than the rest of us, and so they have like this predictive ability where they're able to predict people's behaviors and moves based on observation. So, you know, she's able to fight really, really well because she knows what the other person's going to do after fighting with them for just a few seconds. She already has enough information gathered to be able to predict what their next move is, and it doesn't take her long to be able to best them just using this predictive behavior.
And it's all on probabilities. It's not that they can actually see the future. It's that they're able to use the probability of a person doing a certain thing based on what they know about them. And so when 3 and 6 are stuck down on the planet, the seers basically know what the crew of the Roz is going to do because of prior actions. And so they're really, the Raza crew, they're stuck.
Yeah.
You know, they have no choice but to kind of do the obvious and go back to save 3 and 6, because they can't leave them down there because they're going to die because of this atmosphere on the planet. It's eating through the shuttle. They're going to die if they leave them there. So they're in a total catch-22.
Yeah.
So they have to do the obvious thing.
And 2 kind of takes this really hard because she hates the fact that she's predictable and that these people are able to predict what she's doing, and she ends up way overthinking it and just being inactive because she doesn't know what to do, because she doesn't want to do what they're going to predict she's going to do, because then that kind of proves that she is predictive.
Yeah, predictable.
Yeah, predictable. I like to make up my own words.
So, I mean, just the whole scenario, I really, really liked it because it put 2 in an impossible situation. She basically was taking the Kobayashi Maru test from Star Trek in this episode, which I really, really liked. So in this Dark Matter version of the Kobayashi Maru, she has to surrender Milo after, you know, bluffing and trying to convince the seers that she would kill him, which, I mean, clearly she wouldn't. That's not her anymore. She's no longer Portia Lynn. Portia Lynn would do that. 2 wouldn't.
Yeah.
And the seers knew that. So she had to surrender Milo, and, you know, he basically the same solution as Spock had to the Kobayashi Maru. He sacrificed himself with the knife that 4 gave him. I absolutely love this episode. There was a few other things I want to talk about as well. I want to mention Android in this episode
Yeah.
because she has deactivated her upgrade chip, but she's decided to change her uniform a little bit just to kind of express herself some. She has this very brief conversation with Tu in which Tu says, oh, you just want to, take the time to be yourself, and that's why you've deactivated the chip. You just want to be yourself while you're on the ship. And Android says yes, but that's not the whole truth.
I think instead of Android wanting to be herself while she's on the ship, I think she's disappointed in herself when it was activated because she missed something when it was activated. And I think that scares her, and she doesn't want to put the rest of the crew at risk. And that's actually why she's deactivated it for now.
Yeah, and she does. She still has the chip, and she can reactivate it to go undercover as needed. And that's kind of where I really hoped that this story was going to go.
Yeah.
Was let her be human Android when it's needed, and let her be the Android, the quirky, awkward, fun Android that we all love and know from previously. So I really like the direction that this is going, and I'm really looking forward to getting more of this Android where we can get kind of two different versions of her.
Yeah.
I want to talk about 3 and 6. Like I said, they got stranded on this toxic planet where they were going to die, and 6 kind of earned 3's trust back a little bit. He's still got some work to do, but they definitely made some good progress there, and I'm glad it's not just bam, everybody's cool with 6.
Yeah, me too, because that would be very disappointing. And it happens on a lot of shows where somebody does something and it betrays everybody, but it's very easily forgiven. And it shouldn't be very easily forgiven. And 3 has every right to maintain this animosity towards 6.
Yeah, because 6 betrayed the crew. And speaking of betraying the crew, Milo did tell 4 in this episode that somebody was going to betray the crew. And he's like, that already happened. He's like, no, it's going to happen again. And one of our commenters remarked, I think on our last video, that 4's honor has been called into question many times this season. So I'm like, man, maybe it's 4. Maybe 4 gets put in this position where he has to betray the crew and then actually does forfeit his honor by betraying his friends. And just maybe that constant questioning of 4's honor is a little bit of foreshadowing.
Maybe, yeah.
And of course, every episode of Dark Matter ends with this, oh! And this episode was no different too. She's losing some motor function. And I think that's probably because of the neural link she established with the ship. I think maybe it did a little bit of damage to her brain, and it's affecting her motor functions.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid theory.
Alright, I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you have anything to add, let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this review, and I really hope you did, be sure to tell us by dropping a like on it and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.